This Congress, I believe, has something unique in the Salesian history, because to gather so many brothers of so many different countries and so young, if you take the median age, I don't think it happened before in any other region. So for me it is really a great event, and my hope is that it will have a ripple effect also on the other 6 regions of the congregation. Concerning now these 4 days, there was a wonderful blending, a splendid blending of family spirit, closeness, welcoming atmosphere, and on the other side a very intense commitment in all what has been proposed and done by all the brothers. So when you put the two together, you have something that it will be so fruitful, I'm sure, and also unforgettable for all those who took part in this Congress. When we speak of the 2 forms of the Salesian life to those who are just coming in, aspirants, pre-novices, often we use the image of the 2 hands of Don Bosco. Don Bosco has 2 hands, Salesian brother, Salesian priest. Don Bosco indeed needed 2 hands, and the hands of the brother was the one he used in his own days to reach out to so many young people that he could not otherwise encounter, especially those in the working class, the migrants. The brothers could enter through their own daily life setting, workshop, prepare them. So Don Bosco was able to save so many young people because of these 2 hands. In this day I was asking myself, does Don Bosco today need still these 2 hands? Less than his own time, more than his own time? I am convinced more than ever that Don Bosco needs very much to have both hands. Maybe even today more than in his own time, because to reach out to the young people we have in so many secular contexts, different culture, indeed the brothers is the one who can go in and be close to their own situation and be the first, is the first reaching hands of Don Bosco. This is what I realize in this day. The brother will always be the first reaching hands of Don Bosco where young people are, whatever the condition and the situation. There will be no barrier, no veil, no interference, and he can be the one to create the first contact. When then the 2 hands work together, when we have indeed complementarity between Salesian priest and Salesian brother, that's the miracle of Salesian presence in whatever country we are. I am very much convinced that this vocation can enthuse and conquer the heart of so many young people. I have a bit more experience of the Africa region because it's where I'm coming from. There also we have a problem of clericalism, so it's not so easy. But the provinces where there is the conviction within the Salesian that these 2 hands are so complementary, and they do so from the very beginning, the way they present our life, the way they do vocational animation, you will have constant inflow also of Salesian brother. Madagascar is like that. The Uganda, Burundi, Rwanda is provinces like that. So it's very possible, wherever we are, to still have the 2 hands of Don Bosco fully alive, and to have young people who are very much interested to be both. When we are together, that's when we can present Don Bosco as he really is, and this is what will enkindle the fire in the heart of young people. Don Bosco was able to present to young people all what matters most in their life through short and effective motto, a statement. One of them, one of the famous one, was bread, work, and heaven. This is what I promise you. If you come to work with Don Bosco, I will give you bread, work, and heaven. Now, as a Salesian, we have reframed it with a bit more complicated terminology, but it is still the same things. When we speak of fraternity, it's not bread, it's not to share the bread. Companion means exactly the one who shares the same bread. So the brother in this has a very great contribution to offer. in the community life, in making our life indeed family spirit. The brother has a great potential. It came so strongly during this day. So bread is still the great gift that we Salesian and brother particularly can offer to the communities and to the young people. Work. All the Salesian work in all its possible variety is a field in which brothers have much more chance in some way than what Salesian priests have to be engaged. It was one of the first points of the first day. The great variety, the brother is much more. This was one of the statements coming up. The great variety of context and situation in which brother can work in the society. It's not that priests cannot do so, but Don Bosco already has this intuition. You will be able to do and to go where priests cannot. In many cultures, the brother has much more chances. So the field of interaction with young people is immense for the brother vocation. It's just to be able to wake up to realize that there is this great potential. And the third one is not less important for Don Bosco, is heaven. We always speak of being mystic in the spirit. Don Bosco said it only heaven. It's not the third because it's the last, but because for him it was the most relevant. I believe that as a brother, as a priest, if we don't have also this strong union with God, but even exactly the word of Don Bosco, this sense of heaven, this sense that life is much more, this is exactly what will make a difference. Many people also work with young people as an NGO, social worker, but we as a religious, if we have that bit of heaven in our heart, that will be the special and the most relevant gift we can offer to young people. And the example of our Salesian brothers, Zatti, Srugi, is all very much enlightening in this way. They were people with such a great sense of bread, closeness, able to reach out to the need of young people, but also with a great sense of heaven, able to show them that life is much more. Maybe this among the three, bread, work and heaven, maybe this is the most needed and most urgent in all the culture, all young people we meet all over the world. But of course we must be the first one to have it deeply in our heart.